edition of ICC CricketNext.com Cricket Week 2000 Sport Traits, we focus on the life and career of Pakistan's Imran Khan and South African batting legend Graham Pollock. Shaukat Khanum Memorial Cancer Centre and Research Hospital in Lahore is the only private hospital in Pakistan run entirely without government assistance. Opened in 1994, it's the brainchild of former Pakistan cricket captain Imran Khan.
Opening of the hospital was the happiest day of my life. I have never had a sense of achievement, a feeling of fulfillment as when the doors of the hospital opened.
A brilliant all-rounder, Imran is revered for his achievements both on and off the field. Over an international career spanning 21 years, he appeared in 88 tests for Pakistan, 48 of them as captain. Born in Lahore on November the 25th, 1952, Imran was part of a cricketing dynasty, gaining inspiration from cousins Javed Burki and Majid Khan, who also captained Pakistan. His parents believed in a good education. They sent him to Aitchison College, the most prestigious public school in Lahore. Having made his debut for Pakistan against England in 1971 at the age of 18, Imran began his county career at New Road, Worcester. The county's approach was ideal, given that he could study and board at Worcester Royal Grammar School.
I was given a contract, and then the county chose the school because I had to do my A-levels. My parents only allowed me to come on tour on the promise that I would stay back and finish my A-levels and go to university.
In 1973, he went up to Oxford to study politics and economics.
I came with the intention of going to Oxford or Cambridge because both my older cousins had been to Oxford. Javed had been to Oxford, Majid to Cambridge. So, you know, because it's the only place where you can study as well as play cricket of a first-class cricket standard.
While enjoying success in county cricket after moving to Sussex, it was with Pakistan that his career really blossomed. He took 362 test wickets and amassed 3,807 runs. His game was enhanced considerably by the responsibility of captaincy, which he gained for the first time in 1982.
My game improved. The challenge was wonderful. I mean, the bigger the challenge, I found that I had greater strength within me. You know, I found as I took on that challenge, I improved as a player. I became mentally stronger. You know, my batting, I was amazed. I looked at my record, or it was printed in, I think, one of the English papers, that as a captain, I had the best performance as a performer, as a bowler and a batsman, the best record. I mean, I averaged about 50 with a bat, whereas I was averaging about 20 with a bat when I wasn't the captain. It's just that the responsibility helped me improve my batting.
Imran reached the pinnacle of the game, overseeing Pakistan's emergence as a force in world cricket. But he believes a radical change is required in his country's first-class cricket structure if new talent is to be nurtured successfully onto the big stage.
It's very unfortunate that Pakistan has the worst first-class cricket structure in the world, where rather than having regional teams competing, they have sponsors who should be sponsoring regional teams. The sponsors field their own teams. So you have the airline, the banks playing each other. It's a ridiculous system. And rather than develop players, it sort of destroys players. And I actually stopped. In protest, from 1981, I never played first-class cricket in Pakistan.
Wasim Akram, Pakistan's leading wicket-taker with 383 and one of the heroes of the '92 World Cup, was discovered purely by chance.
Well, Wasim Akram was a club bowler. He just started playing club cricket. He was asked to come and bowl to an already selected team for a New Zealand tour. It was just giving him the batsman practice. So they got a club bowlers to come and bowl to him. And they suddenly discovered that the club bowler was better than all the selected bowlers. So that's how he came into the team. Nothing to do with our first-class cricket.
Constant bowling at pace began to take its toll on Imran, who was told that his career was over in 1984 after suffering a leg injury. But he fought his way back into the team and planned to end his career by captaining Pakistan to victory in the 1987 World Cup on home soil. His dreams were shattered by Australia in the semi-final.
It was a great World Cup in the sense, right up to the semi-final, the crowd support, I loved that, and you know, the cricket madness in the country. And then the semi-final, losing it on my home ground, Lahore Stadium, was one of the most disappointing things in my career.
That result forced Imran to reconsider his international future. Amidst growing public pressure, he decided to stay on and prepare for one last chance at glory in the 1992 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, the fifth of his career. The omens weren't good. Pakistan had only just scraped through against England in the group stages. Bowled out for a humiliating 74, rain came to Pakistan's rescue, with both teams gaining a point. Progressing to the semi-finals, they faced New Zealand, led by inspirational captain Martin Crowe.
He utilized the conditions very well with a very limited talent at his disposal. And I always thought that we had a chance against them because they did not have, Martin Crowe was an extraordinary player. But apart from that, I did not think that they had many match winners.
Crowe contributed 91 to New Zealand's total of 262, but it was all in vain. Pakistan had a match winner in Inzaman ul Haq, who blazed 60 off 37 balls. Javed Miandad was unbeaten on 57 as Pakistan won by 4 wickets. And so to the final at the MCG. Standing in Pakistan's way were England, their tormentors in the group game. But they held no fears for Imran.
Diving away to his right, didn't quite make it.
Well, I actually did not think that, England would be able to beat us. Reason being that I feel that England always go in with too many all-rounders. But not genuine all-rounders that are neither effective strike bowlers or outstanding batsmen. You know, they are not outstanding in either department. And so I always felt that, you know, once we got them under pressure, I just did not think that they would be able to perform against our bowling because we had, you know, in Wasim, Mushtaq, 2 attacking bowlers, and then we had Aqib Javed, who was a very attacking bowler with a new ball. So I felt that, you know, if we posted a total on the board, I did not think that, you know, they would be able to chase those runs. Wickets intact. We knew that anything above 200, you know, we would be able to defend. I went in specifically with a plan that we wanted wickets. We had to get wickets. And we attacked them. I mean, it wasn't, you know, defensive attitude, it was an attacking attitude. And that's what paid off.
A beautiful stroke.
The only time I thought that England had a chance was when Alan Lamb had a partnership with, I think, Neil Fairbrother. The moment that partnership was broken, I didn't think they would win.
The victory, what a great victory.
It was a great feeling because especially the way we had won the World Cup. For me personally, it was wonderful because I knew I would finish cricket. Never did I imagine the euphoria in the country when I got home. I mean, it was just unbelievable, the sort of joy at ordinary people in the street, the pleasure, you know, the happiness that the World Cup win gave them.
Shortly before his 40th birthday, Imran announced his retirement from the game, but he remained active in public life. There was a new challenge, a new responsibility to help the less privileged and disadvantaged in society. The World Cup victory would be a terrific way to promote the cancer hospital, which was set up in honour of his mother, who died of the disease in 1985.
1991, the first brick laying ceremony took place, and 94 December, the hospital opened in record time, thanks to the World Cup in 92, which came in the middle. And really the hospital was built with the intention that the poor people, once they have cancer, it's a death sentence. 90% of the people cannot afford cancer treatment in Pakistan. The rich people could afford to go out, but the poor people, there's nothing they can do, and especially the children, which I happened to see at the time when my mother was ill and I was trying to get help for her. So I'm very pleased to say that it opened in 1994 December. It's already seen in 5 years over 400,000. It's had over 400,000 cancer patient visits.
In all, Imran raised $25 million for the specialist hospital, a groundbreaking project which had required a massive effort.
It was a much greater struggle than anything else I'd ever done in my life. When I announced that I wanted to build a cancer hospital, I didn't realize that a general hospital is much easier to build. Even in developed world, it's very difficult to run a cancer hospital, a specialized cancer hospital. The treatment costs are very high, the running costs are extremely difficult to cope with.
In 1995, he caused an international stir when he married Jemima Goldsmith, daughter of billionaire Sir James Goldsmith. Imran Khan is undoubtedly the most famous and powerful cricketer Pakistan has ever produced. A truly inspirational captain, a great ambassador for the game, and a household name throughout the world. A legend on the cricket field and a national hero who brought genuine hope to the poor and suffering in his homeland.
Nothing in my cricketing career even came close to the feeling of fulfillment that hospital gave me.